going to address upper cross and lower cross syndrome. So upper cross syndrome is an imbalance in the muscles in the upper part of the body, and lower cross syndrome is an imbalance in the muscles in the lower part of the body. Okay? Now, what we normally see this in our patients due to technology. We see this from young kids playing video games to adults being on a computer all day. And so this exercise is going to help address both of these at the same time, and I'll be performing this exercise with Dr. Morse. On the left side of the picture is our goal posture. All of the muscles are balanced throughout the body. No abnormal curves, forward or backwards, are seen. On the right side, starting at the top, upper cross syndrome is seen as forward head posture with rounded shoulders causing tight upper traps and pecs, as well as weak deep neck flexors, lower traps, and rhomboids. Moving down to the waist, lower cross syndrome is seen as a swayed back, causing tight low back musculature and hip flexors, as well as weak abdominals and glutes. Alright, so this postural exercise, we're going to do this up against a wall or door. So this is going to give us proper feedback from this flat surface. Okay? Now, to start off, what we want to do is worry about the foot positioning. So the foot positioning, we want it away from the wall about 4 to 6 inches. Okay? The closer the feet are to the wall, the more difficult this becomes. So starting off, what we can do is just have one foot flat against the wall, put the other one right in tandem, and then match it with the other foot. So go ahead and do that. There we go. Good. And you also want your feet shoulder width apart. Okay? Now, what I want you to do from here is we're going to touch the wall. So go ahead and lean back against the wall. Good. We want to touch the wall in 3 spots. We're going to touch the wall at the butt. We're going to touch the wall at the shoulder blades. So you want the shoulders to be, so you're going to bring them up, back, and down. Okay? This is difficult to do for some people. So you're going to pull it down. There you go. Good. So from here, also we want to touch with the back of the head. So those are your 3 points. We're going to touch with the butt, the shoulder blades, and the back of the head. Okay? So we're going to do all of these motions just to do one tiny little motion in the neck. Okay? So from here, what we want to do is we want to rotate the pelvis underneath. So this is something called a posterior pelvic tilt. We're trying to correct the anterior pelvic tilt. So the pelvis, what we want to do is roll it back and engage the core. We're going to draw that core in there. So what we're doing is we're flattening out the spine here. All right? So this posterior pelvic tilt that we're talking about is the positioning of the pelvis. So this curve here, we want to flatten out. All right? So right now the pelvis is rotated in this direction. What we want to do is rotate it in the opposite direction. So we're going to tuck the tailbone. Go ahead and do that now. Good, you tuck the tailbone. And now we're going to draw that belly button back, and we're going to flatten out the spine. Okay? And that's what we're talking about with posterior pelvic tilt. So this puts a lot of tension on the spine here. And
it does.
You feel it. And so this tension sometimes can be difficult for a lot of people. So we're going to work at this. Now, from here, what we're going to do is flex the deep neck flexor. So these tiny little muscles here in the front of the neck, what you want to do is you want to try to make a double chin and draw the chin back and down. Go ahead and do that. And you make a little double chin there. You want to feel a little bit of pressure on your feedback against the back of the head here. Now, this is a very small motion, and we do not want, you can relax, we do not want to feel the muscles in the back of the neck when we do this. We only want to feel the muscles in front of the neck. All right? So when you do this, you want to hold this for a couple seconds, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So these correctional exercises, we want to do with a rep range of 3 to 5. Okay? So each rep is for 5 seconds. So when you tuck the chin, you're going to hold that for about 5 seconds. So the sets, we just want to do 1 set. Okay? So 1 set of 3 to 5 reps. And we're going to try to do this 5 times throughout the day. So the reason we want to do this so many times throughout the day is because we're correcting a poor posture. So you being on the computer and sitting down, things like that, What we're going to do is resetting things, pulling things back, getting things engaged properly, and getting the body in the proper alignment.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Bones. If you have any comments, questions or suggestions for future videos, write them in the comments section below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for new videos every week.